Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining today's session. I'm excited to explore with you how to master the art of connecting ServiceNow with the digital ecosystem through powerful REST API capabilities. Today's presentation is titled REST APIs in ServiceNow, Unlocking Integration Power. We'll be covering how these APIs can enable seamless integration, improve automation, and enhance your overall service management. So, let's dive in and discover the possibilities together. Now, let's take a closer look at how ServiceNow REST APIs work. These APIs leverage JSON for data exchange, which makes integrations not only flexible, but also lightweight and platform agnostic. This means you can connect ServiceNow with a variety of external systems easily, without worrying about complex data formats. REST, or Representational State Transfer, APIs enable seamless communication between ServiceNow and other platforms. They use standard HTTP methods, such as GET to retrieve data, POST to create new records, PUT to update existing information, and DELETE to remove data. So, what exactly is a REST API? Well, it's an architectural style that allows different systems to interact over the web efficiently and reliably. In our overall exploration of ServiceNow integrations, understanding REST APIs is crucial because they form the backbone of how ServiceNow communicates with external applications. Remember, by using these APIs, we ensure our integrations are scalable, consistent, and easy to maintain. This foundation will help us unlock the full potential of ServiceNow's capabilities moving forward. Let's take a closer look at custom APIs. These give you full control over your logic, inputs, and outputs, allowing for maximum flexibility and tailored business logic. Built using JavaScript, they enable you to customize behavior precisely to meet your specific needs. Now, moving on to the different types of REST APIs in ServiceNow. First, we have scripted REST APIs. These are initiated by ServiceNow to call external services, often to pull data from third-party systems or trigger actions outside of ServiceNow. It's a powerful way to extend your integrations. Next are outbound REST APIs. These allow external applications to interact with ServiceNow by creating, reading, updating, or deleting records. This is perfect for scenarios where external systems need to push data into your ServiceNow instance seamlessly. Finally, inbound REST APIs. These are used when external systems want to access or modify data within ServiceNow. They call your APIs to perform operations, making your ServiceNow instance accessible and integrable with other applications. All these API types form the core of your integration architecture, giving you flexible, secure, and scalable ways to connect and automate across your environment. Now that we've outlined the key steps for creating a scripted REST API, let's walk through each one in detail. First, we start by navigating to System Web Services and selecting Scripted REST APIs. Here, we create a new API definition, which is essentially the foundation of our API project. Next, we set the base API path and add REST resources. These are the endpoints clients will interact with. This step is crucial because it defines the structure and accessibility of our API. Moving on, we write the server-side scripts, JavaScript logic that handles incoming requests and crafts appropriate responses. This is where the core functionality happens, ensuring our API responds accurately and efficiently. Finally, once everything is in place, we test and deploy our API to make sure it works seamlessly in a real-world environment. These steps together form the backbone of building a robust, functional API, and understanding each one helps us create better integrations and services. Now, let's talk about how to securely authenticate your API calls using tokens. The key here is to obtain access tokens, which serve as your digital credentials for making subsequent requests. Once you have these tokens, you can authenticate your API calls without exposing sensitive information like usernames or passwords. To get these tokens, you'll use what's called the authorization code grant flow. This process involves authorizing external applications to access your ServiceNow instance securely. Essentially, you create and configure your OAuth application within ServiceNow, registering it so it can participate in the secure exchange. This registration step is crucial because OAuth 2 enables secure, token-based access. It's designed to keep your data safe by not sharing actual login credentials. Instead, it uses tokens that are short-lived and specific to each session or application. When you implement OAuth 2 with ServiceNow REST APIs, you add a layer of security, ensuring that only authorized apps and users can access sensitive data. This approach aligns perfectly with our overall goal of maintaining enterprise-grade security in all our integrations. In summary, by creating, registering, and properly configuring your OAuth app, and by following the authorization flow, you can confidently leverage OAuth 2 to keep your API interactions secure and efficient. Now, let's talk about how our tool works seamlessly with various types of APIs. It integrates effortlessly with scripted REST APIs, table APIs, and all the standard ServiceNow web services you might be using. This means you can connect and interact with your APIs smoothly, without hassle. Next, we have comprehensive support built right in. You can send sample requests and view live responses directly within your ServiceNow instance. This makes development much more efficient and troubleshooting much easier because you get immediate feedback and can quickly identify issues. Moving on to real-time testing, the REST API Explorer is a powerful, built-in ServiceNow tool. It allows you to discover new APIs, test their endpoints, and debug both out-of-the-box and custom APIs, all in real time. This capability really streamlines your entire development process and helps maintain a high level of accuracy. And finally, the REST API Explorer is your go-to discovery tool. Using it, you can easily explore available APIs, understand their structure, and test them without leaving ServiceNow. It's designed to make working with APIs more intuitive and efficient, connecting seamlessly to your overall workflow. Together, these features empower you to develop, test, and troubleshoot APIs more effectively, ensuring your integrations are robust and reliable. This slide demonstrates how seamless data exchange and intelligent process automation work together between enterprise platforms. Here, Salesforce interacts with ServiceNow by calling its scripted REST API to update case statuses and close the loop automatically. You can see that inbound API calls enable real-time data flow between the two systems, ensuring that information is always current. When incidents are created or updated in ServiceNow, the platform sends incident data automatically to Salesforce through outbound REST messages. This bidirectional synchronization keeps both systems aligned without manual intervention. Overall, this integration exemplifies how connecting Salesforce and ServiceNow can streamline workflows, improve efficiency, and support smarter decision-making in a real-world scenario. Now, let's talk about how scripting REST APIs offers a lot of advantages. First, supporting multiple REST resources under a single API helps keep our architecture clean, organized, and much easier to maintain. Instead of creating separate APIs for each function, we can bundle related resources together, which simplifies management and scaling. Next, we have modular design. This allows us to build sophisticated workflows and custom integrations that really go beyond the typical table operations. Think of it as giving ourselves the tools to create complex processes tailored exactly to our needs, making our solutions more flexible and powerful. And finally, full control. When we leverage scripted REST APIs, we have complete authority over request validation, business logic implementation, and even how responses are formatted. This means we can precisely match the API's behavior to our specific requirements, providing a more seamless and tailored experience. All these benefits come together to give us a lot of flexibility and control, making scripted REST APIs an invaluable part of building modern, scalable, and maintainable systems. When it comes to testing, it's crucial to be thorough. I recommend using the REST API Explorer along with external tools like Postman to simulate real-world scenarios before you go live. This helps catch issues early and ensures your APIs behave as expected under different conditions. Security should always be a top priority. Make sure to secure all your APIs with OAuth 2 or basic authentication. Never expose unsecured endpoints, as that could lead to vulnerabilities and potential data breaches. Taking these steps helps protect both your data and your users. Error handling is another critical aspect. Implement comprehensive error responses with proper HTTP status codes, such as 200 for success, 400 for client errors, 401 for unauthorized access, and 500 for server errors. Clear and consistent error handling makes it easier for developers to troubleshoot and improves the overall user experience. Finally, use meaningful naming for your API paths and resource names. Clear, descriptive names that reflect the functionality make your API more intuitive and easier to maintain. When all these best practices come together, they create a robust, secure, and user-friendly API that aligns with the overall goal of delivering reliable services. Now, as we wrap up, I encourage you to explore the official ServiceNow documentation and community resources further. These are invaluable for mastering advanced API techniques and staying up to date with the latest best practices. Next, why not start creating your own custom integrations? Using scripted REST APIs secured by OAuth 2, you can tailor solutions that fit your organization's unique needs. Remember, REST APIs give your ServiceNow instance the power to connect with virtually any system out there. They enable automation of workflows, streamline processes, and open the door to innovation across your enterprise. So, I invite you to connect and automate. Unlock your full integration potential today. This is where your journey from understanding to mastery really begins.